Something I'll literally never get is when people are like, I can't cook. Like,
I think this video is loosely speaking about something that I actually end up talking about every single day in my healing sessions with women. So many of us say things like we can't do a certain thing that we know that other people can do. We might even ask for help on those things, and our friends will tell us something like, I just don't get how you just can't cook. I just don't get how you just can't do these things. Like, what is wrong with you? And that can make us feel even worse. It took me a lot of neuroscience research as well as spiritual and soul science research to learn the information that I'm going to be sharing with you here in this video. Not everyone's brains are made the same way. Whether you've been diagnosed with ADHD or neurodivergence or not, we can all have some tendencies of neurodivergence here and there depending on the things that we're going through every single day. Being on this planet, being in this body, being in your life, it takes a lot of energy, and some days take more energy than others. So sometimes you might notice your abilities to do certain things are just a little bit different, and that is just what it is to be a human being. Some of our abilities as humans are completely different than other abilities as humans. I'm someone who used to always say in my life that I just cannot cook, and I had no idea that what I was really saying is that I was experiencing pathological demand avoidance. I was experiencing soul burnout. It was so hard to take care of myself all throughout the day that the idea of sitting down and trying to follow a recipe at night when I don't even understand the numbers and I have some dyslexia about converting like cups to tablespoons and all of this stuff, all of that sounds like absolute hell to me. And there's so many people that feel this way because all of our brains are not the same. I used to try to force myself to be like neurotypical people or people that didn't struggle with this type of pathological demand avoidance and didn't get so burnt out as the day went on. What I noticed was that I was just fighting myself. If you have neurodivergence, your cortisol levels might rise throughout the day, whereas a neurotypical person's might go lower throughout the day. So while a neurotypical person can feel calm and ready to make dinner and cook from scratch every single night, a neurodivergent person might feel extremely stressed by that activity. If you are very stressed by doing things like this, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, and there's so many solutions that can really support you. When I started to meet myself where I was at, as opposed to trying to change myself, that's where I not only eat a lot of food and I actually enjoy cooking for myself sometimes, but I also don't feel bad when people say things like, I just don't understand why some people can't cook, because I understand my brain and I understand that my brain is capable of really different things than a lot of other people. When I was first told about ADHD, I had no idea that I would open social media and get triggered because people would be posting videos saying like, I have no idea why some people can't do this, or anything like that. Because these things are not talked about as part of the ADHD diagnosis. Just how isolating it can feel sometimes, how you can feel like an alien sometimes, how sometimes you don't know why you can't cook for yourself or why things are so much easier for other people than they are for you. But I want you to know that your self-worth is not determined by any of these things. You are a really, really awesome person, and being neurodivergent or having a differently working brain is actually a superpower. The more awareness that you gain of yourself and how your brain actually works, and the more that you can meet yourself where you're at, the more that you can shine in your fullest potential, and I'm so, so excited to see you do that.